What's up, guys? I'm DuncanCantDie. I'm joined today by a lord of team building named MV.
What's poppin', everybody?
And we're here to fix your shit. So you guys dropped some teams. There were some interesting teams, some really good teams actually, and then some not so good teams, and then some absolutely garbage teams. And we picked up a few of them pretty much at random. We just went through and we were like, I kind of like this one. And we're just gonna change the teams to make them good. So that's the plan. So this first team is a Mega Lopunny team.
Yep, it was, of course, handpicked by my boy Duncan.
And it was made by Delta Stream, and he commented this team. He said he's normally very good at team building, but he couldn't make this one work. And it seems pretty solid, actually, at first glance.
Yeah, it's not a bad team. I mean, he has the right idea with the builds and stuff. He's a little bit weak to a certain number of Pokemon, though, which, of course, we are here to help out, because we're here to fix your shit.
Because we're friends. That's what we are.
We're all friends.
We're all friends here. So the first thing we noticed is that this sizzle has to go. Okay.
Before we start to edit anything out and stuff, let's talk about the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Why or what we're weak to, and
that's actually a very good point.
Yeah. So basically, the first thing I noticed was we're pretty weak to Volcarona.
Yeah, very weak to Volcarona.
Yeah, Volcarona is a huge threat because it just quiver dances once and it kills everything. It kills the entire team. It just blows through. Okay. And I mean, Volcarona isn't as uncommon as many people would think. Like a lot of people on the mid to almost high ladder uses Volcarona.
Yeah, he's quite common. Like he's quite popular. I wouldn't say he's common.
It's
but
it's a Pokemon just like Weavile in the sense that not a lot of people have stuff for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were thinking we were gonna in order to solve that weakness, and also I guess we're kind of weak to Mega Venusaur as well.
Yeah.
Because this is an offense. Like the only Pokemon like this team has for Mega Venusaur is offensive Life Orb Starmie. That's the only thing.
And you can't switch that in on a Venusaur.
Yeah, and also I mean like you do have Spadef Scarm, which can take HP fires and stuff, but I mean you can't really like. What does it have? Does it have Brave Bird? No, it has Iron Head, so like you can't really do much to it anyways. I guess, and you're gonna be like stalled at a roost eventually. So
yeah,
we figured that changing
Heatran is a good fit. Basically.
Yeah, changing
Heatran is a much better fit than Sizzle.
Changing Sizzle to Heatran would be really nice because it does patch up the Volcarona weakness. It does help. It provides us another switch into Mega Venusaur, and we can potentially burn that and whittle it down even more. And
so we've actually got to discuss which Heatran we're going to put in this team.
Yeah, exactly.
We were thinking Rocker, I think.
I mean, he's got a Hippowdon on for rocks, so.
That's true. Oh yeah, of course. Because we were thinking about changing the Hippo, and we decided not to. We actually decided to leave him be. Hippo was about to become an offensive T-Tar, but we actually decided to leave him be. So, which Heatran are we running? We want to run offensive Air Balloon then, maybe. I don't know.
Let's see here. Heatran, I think something with leftovers would be nice because of the fact that.
We can run leftovers.
We wouldn't like we could like switch in, but at the same time we wouldn't get because if we didn't have an item, then we'd only have a limited number of switch-ins.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's think here. So.
Well, obviously the Lava Plume. That's pretty standard on Heatran.
Yeah, Lava Plume is
unless we want to run Magma Storm. I
mean leftovers. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we could do with leftovers. We could run potentially. Well.
Magma Storm Protect is an option. Lava Plume is another option.
Yeah, I like Magma Storm. Like with the way the team is built,
trapping things will be nice.
It's not heavily relied on speed.
Yeah.
In the sense that like you have a Celebi with T-Wave on this team, so you're probably trying to slow down threats for the rest of your team.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, Magma Storm would be nice. We could run that alongside.
Well, Protect is a great move with Magma Storm, of course.
No, I would do Protect.
You wouldn't run Protect?
I do Taunt. I do Taunt on that Magma Storm set. Taunt's definitely nice because of the fact that you can trap stuff like Clefable.
Yeah.
You can easily like Magma Storm a Clefable and taunt it to prevent it from.
And just taunt it into. You can just taunt it out of Calm Minds and things, so it can't.
Yeah, exactly.
And it can't touch you because Flamethrower and.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like it's so good for like people will try to heal up regardless of the fact that they may or may not suspect you have taunt. But they're not gonna risk it, and then you just hit them up with taunt, and they can't heal. So, with this, we can also run Earth Power. I think would be really nice because
we're losing it on the Celebi as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we're gonna be changing the Celebi set because with what we have right now, we're also a bit weak to CM Mega Slowbro.
Yeah. And we need to deal with
because
that threat.
Celebi, I mean, it can switch in, it can take hits, but it's not going to be doing any damage once, you know, Mega Slowbro or even regular Combine Slowbro sets up.
And we decided to go with what is basically my favorite move in Pokemon, which is Perish Song on the Celebi, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Last move on this Heatran, though.
Last move, so if we were running Power Herb, it would be Solar Beam, but since, you know, we have Celebi, we don't really need to, I guess, sort of trap and outplay Rotom Wash. We could just run Toxic here. I think Toxic is fine on this last slot because, you know,
Toxic Magma Storm, that's disgusting.
Oh yeah, man. Like any incoming, you know, any incoming Keldeos that try to switch in on Heatran, Rotom Wash, for example,
yeah,
we
they
can
don't
Toxic
appreciate it.
we can whittle it down. I mean, I think it's fine. I think, you know,
and
like,
then Celebi is free switches into those ones as well, so they're taking
exactly.
Damage.
Like, we don't even need to run Flash Cannon coverage on this because we have Magma Storm and Taunt. Like, that by itself will beat Fairy types in general. Like this.
So the question of the EV spread, we could just run it special defensive, which is what Showdown is suggesting, but
just run max special attack, max speed, and force.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I kind of want to run it fast because I feel like it's a very offensive set. So
yeah, this is a nice, you know, a nice offensive stall breaker. I think that should work really well with this team.
Yeah, and I mean 77 speed isn't actually that bad. It's not fantastic, but it's bad. We'll run it positive speed then, right?
Yeah, max speed, timid, definitely, yeah.
All right, we've got our Heatran here. I just realized that the spreads aren't actually shown on the camera so that you guys can see this, or not edit because I often forget, so shout at me in the comments if I forgot. But we've got a new Heatran here with a nice spread there that you can all see. Obviously, all of these teams will be in the description down below, so you can check them out. And
yeah, so now with that Heatran, we are a lot less weak to Volcarona. Even if it tries to set up Quiver Dance, it's not like a regular, you know, Spadef Lava Plume set. This is a Magma Storm set, so we can still beat Volcarona with this set as well.
Exactly. If we Magma Storm it once, we can even then taunt it.
Yeah, taunt it. Even like bulky Volcaronas that try to roost and keep setting up Quiver Dance. They even try to sometimes set up Quiver Dance on Heatran if they don't run Toxic or Taunt or anything. That would be a problem. But we're pretty set, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing we're weak to is, I guess, Mega Gyarados. Without changing too much of the team, like a single Pokemon, just like we did for Heatran, I really feel that we should make
the Scarm into a defensive Scarm.
Yeah, just a purely physically defensive Scarm. Like, I also see we do have physically defensive Hippo. I really feel we should change the EVs a little bit to give it a little bit more special defense so that we can switch in easier on Hidden Power Ice from, say,
and I want to put that last 4 EVs into attack as well. I don't know why he's got those last 4 EVs into the defense.
Oh yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just like, it's just 4.
It's whatever. Yeah. I mean, it could matter.
Penny earned is a penny saved, as the saying goes.
So we should probably switch up the EVs on the Hippowdon then if we're gonna go fully defensive on Skarmory.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going physically defensive on Skarmory there. Do you want to give it a Rocky Helmet? I mean, Leftovers is fine. Rocky Helmet's also really nice because it's just annoying when you switch this thing.
And with Roost as well. And with Roost as well. Yeah, I think.
Of course.
I do prefer that because we're healing with Roost. It's with Skarmory, it's a very bulky mon, and now it's going to be switching in on physical attackers. They're going to be wanting to take that Rocky Helmet damage. And this team is basically built around whittling things down. That seems to be what the guy was going for when he dropped the team. So
yeah, exactly.
It's all hazards, like, and
because I can see he has a spinner, which means that he's not running defog because he's running 2 different types of hazards on his team.
Yeah, hazards.
Which is definitely it definitely makes sense because he's running spikes and rocks both. So
yeah. So Hippo, do we want to give him a little bit more Spadef? Perhaps?
Yeah, so like I want to give it more Spadef for a couple of reasons. Firstly, so that we can combat Mega Diancie better. I mean, Spadef Skarmory was there for that, but without making Skarmory physically defensive, we were weak to Gyarados. So I feel that Hippo should get some more Spadef so that we can switch in on, Diancie's.
Do you have a set for Mega Diancie, or have we done the calcs?
This is for Hippowdon, so like I have an EV spread. Like it's just a regular mixed wall EV spread. So we got max HP on Hippowdon.
Yeah.
We got 144 defense.
Hey.
Nice, and the rest is Spadef, so it should be added up to 112.
Yep, and then
nice, and Impish Nature for that. So
yeah, sweet. So we keep the same nature. That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and he's got what does he got on there? Stealth Rocks,
Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Slack Off.
Yeah, nice. So that's definitely fine.
Yeah.
I would keep it as that, same moves and everything. So that Hippowdon now is going to be able to not get 2-hit KO'd by, you know, Raikou's Hidden Power Ice or Mega Manectrix.
Yeah.
A much more reliable switch into pretty much, you know, a variety of attacks that you once couldn't switch into because you.
And it's nice to be able to take out Mega Manectric as well with Earthquake or Raikou even, or at least do good damage.
Exactly. That's really good. Now, another change that I kind of wanted to go over was because like your Starmie, because it is offensive and Life Orb,
it's losing health so fast.
Yeah. You're losing health so fast. You're not, like, with the team that you have right now, or even before, like the edits and stuff like that. It's kind of more reliable to have a Starmie that is bulkier for you to reliably rapid spin away. Since you're running a dual hazards team, it would be pretty nice. And it's not like a dual hazards offensive team. If it was, then offensive Starmie would be nice because you want to keep up that offensive momentum. Because you're running fat stuff like Hippowdon, Skarmory, and, you know, Pokemon like that, you want a more defensive spinner. I feel would be much better for you. So we're gonna just change. And
I was looking at this and I just said I like Reflect type. Okay, I really like Reflect type Starmie.
Yeah.
So we can go Reflect type and Recover, because then you're getting health back as well. And I like this Starmie. It's a Starmie I've always enjoyed. And the bulky support set is 248 HP usually. That's fine as far as I'm concerned. That's max speed, max HP.
Max speed, 8 special attack, I guess, and then just 240. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
It's fine. It takes less damage from hazards and things. It's a sweet spot. And then, do we want to leave a Life Orb on it? Definitely not. Leftovers.
No, leftovers, and change the Hydro Pump to Scald for sure.
Yeah.
I like that, yeah.
And
if you did not have a Celebi, because if you only had Starmie as your Keldeo check, you would probably want to have Psyshock because of the fact that
over Reflect type. But I like Reflect type because it can allow Starmie just to stay in on things and just fire off Scalds and force switches and just fire off Scalds, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, nice. Okay, so now we had to think about the problem of CM Mega Slowbro as well as regular Combine Slowbro. So we decided that we should change this Celebi set to, keep it sort of similar, but we should add Perish Song because that would force out a lot of Pokemon that would try to set up on us.
We wanted to edit the EV spread just a bit, but we're going to replace Earth Power with Perish Song because that we've got plenty of things that deal with Heatran now and things like that, so it's nice to have coverage.
Yeah, exactly. We have a defensive spinner now, which is Starmie, which completely is able to switch in on Heatran, and we can Rapid Spin all day long. He can't do anything to us.
So it's nice, especially with Reflect type on Heatran. Even if it's running Toxic, you just Reflect type, and all of a sudden you're immune.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's actually really nice for Heatran.
Yeah, so we got Giga Drain, Recover, Thunder Wave, and Perish Song, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, that works pretty well. I think what speed does he hit right now? He hits like 236, right?
Yeah, he's on 236, completely zero speed.
Yeah, I think you should. Let's see here. So max HP is fine. Does he have a 156 defense or no?
Yeah, 156 in defense.
156, that's good. I think I'd reduce that special defense to 84, and then just give him 16 speed. Yeah, give him 16 speed there. Yeah, so that'll at least allow you to outspeed Adamant, base Bisharp speed and Breloom and stuff like that, so you can T-Wave. So definitely that's a nice little sort of benchmark for where
you want to try and hit 240.
Yeah, 240 is good. 240 is a good speed to keep your Pokemon at the minimum,
Yeah.
For like a Pokemon like Celebi.
Definitely.
And yeah, there it is.
I think that's it. So hopefully this helped you, Delta Stream. I hope you enjoyed it. MV obviously took the lead because he is, as I said, probably the best team builder in the world right now, and you can go and check him out on his channel. I'm going to be plugging it quite a lot throughout this series. But definitely an excellent team builder, MV, and he's definitely improved your team. I had a little bit of input with the Reflect type Starmie, but that was about it for my input. Everything else was MV going, hey, I'm fixing this shit. So
we fixed it. Not even bad.
But it was quite an easy team to fix because it was quite solid in the first place. We only actually ended up changing one Pokemon, and everything else was just a bit of sets. Just a little bit of EV spreads here and there, and barely changed the Celebi at all, changed one move. Obviously, Pace Spin is down below with all of these teams. Go check them out, and we're going to move on. Alright, guys, so we've got our second team here. Gilbert Torres submitted this team. As you can see from the little picture of his submission, it wasn't quite as structured as most of the submissions. But we had to have a look at this team because Gilbert doesn't like competitive Pokemon very much. He's not really into the scene. So no EVs, he doesn't need EVs. No natures, he doesn't need natures. No abilities, doesn't need those. And no items. He literally just needs his movesets. That's all he needs. And then he decides to give Roost to an Empoleon. Empoleon doesn't learn Roost, my friend, so that's the first thing we're going to change. We're actually going to get rid of that. That's an illegal move. It does not learn Roost. You cannot have Roost on Empoleon. It's completely illegal. So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to think about items for each of these mons. And then maybe go and change the mons after we've fixed each individual mon. So each individual mon here needs a lot of fixing.
Yeah, so this is pretty much building from scratch. Like,
Yeah.
all right, he's giving us maybe this is like six suggestions, all right? Like, these are suggestions at
This
best.
isn't a team to fix. This is a suggestion. So he wants, obviously, support Empoleon with Scald, Defog, Stealth Rock. So Flash Cannon is often used on Empoleon in this set.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. I like Scald. I like Defog. I like Stealth Rocks. That's fine. I think last move can be Roar. I think Roar's fine. Roar's fine because we can phase out Pokemon, I guess.
I mean, we don't have to hang on to this mon.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, these Pokemon are subject to change. I mean,
At any
let's
time.
be honest here. At least a 70% chance that these
None
Pokemon
of
are
these
gonna
mons
be
will
changed.
survive.
Yeah, you're gonna see at least a 70% chance that 3 or more of these Pokemon are gonna be changed.
All right, and then we'll just run it physically defensive for now.
I have an EV spread I can give you if you want.
All right, yeah, you can drop an EV spread. That's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna drop you an EV spread here. So for Empoleon, of course, in the OU tier, we're gonna be running a nice and powerful 248 HP, right?
Yeah, standard.
Yep, I got that nice 8 defense.
8 defense. Interesting.
Nice and powerful 8.
I'm gonna use.
And then
I'm gonna use this because my mouse is way too sensitive right now.
nice and manual, and then the max of Spadef.
Oh, Spadef Empoleon. Okay.
With a nice calm nature, which will allow us to switch in on Dracos. You know,
Yeah.
if Joey drops the Draco, we can just bring this Empoleon in, and he'll be discouraged and complain that he's tired and go away. I'm kidding.
He's always tired. But nah, because he'll probably be using this team because you built it, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
He just uses the teams that you build, so it's fine. He'll just use this team.
hey man, my teams are great. Like
Yeah.
anybody who wants one, just
Just pay
get
him.
one.
Just pay him some money.
I give teams to Joey. I give teams to Jam Valley. I supplied
Yeah.
CTC with Hita for Hita teams that he says he builds.
All right, this
No.
Slurpuff. Can we get rid of this Slurpuff? I fucking hate Slurpuff, and it's got Cotton Guard, Wish, Protect, and Draining Kiss. I don't even want to look at this.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get rid of Slurpuff here. All right. So
Entirely eliminate it.
look, no offense, man, but like
And we
with the
probably
team
want
right
a
now,
Megamon on this team. Like, it's probably going to need a Mega Pokemon because this isn't Gen 5.
yeah, he doesn't have a Mega.
No, he didn't have any items. He can't have a Mega without a Mega Stone.
Hey man.
this man's Mega Evolving with the power of.
Some people might not know that yet, man. Some people might not know.
Oh, spoilers! Damn.
Maybe he didn't find his Mega Bracelet yet.
All right. You need to calm down.
Alright, but I mean, like, if you like Slurpuff can be used in OU, like the
Yeah, I know.
Belgians
It definitely can, but not a Cotton Guard, Wish, Protect, Draining Kiss set. Okay, and I don't want to look at it.
it's not
anymore.
that viable. I wouldn't use it.
It's sweet though.
Alright, but I mean, we could, like, as a placeholder for this Slurpuff, we could just drop maybe a Gardevoir, like a Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah, I like Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir's fun.
Yeah, we could just drop it as a placeholder there for now.
And give it Trace just in case.
Yeah, nice
For a
and powerful.
standard set, Hyper Voice. I don't even know what.
You could type it. You could just type in Gardevoir and then just choose the Mega. And now what Showdown does is you can click the ability and preset the ability to trace so that you can see Mega Gardevoir there, but like it'll be regular Gardevoir in battle.
I have had issues with that. So.
And just look at the ability. See that trace? Yeah. There
Yeah.
you go. You're good. That's only for like Jenning and stuff. Like you have to use the regular. But for
Yeah.
Showdown, you're completely fine just using the Mega. If you want to look at
okay. It's just when I'm genning and I use the Mega, it comes out illegal,
there's no
and then I'm
problem.
like,
Yeah, no problem, no. All right, so for this Gardevoir here, there's definitely some moves that we have to run. One being Hyper Voice.
Hyper Voice is always run. Focus Blast would not be bad on this team either.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, Focus Blast is great.
Although
would
it does
run-
miss a lot.
Yeah, it's not called Focus Miss for nothing.
Yeah. Especially when you're me. I think I hit one once. A long time ago.
You know my boy Joey hit 7 in a row.
And then complains against getting hacked when he misses
it.
the
He put it on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
With the Megazam.
Yeah, we could definitely run Psyshock as our third.
Yeah, that works.
Psyshock hits stuff like Zard Y, hits Chansey at least for more damage than Hyper Voice or Focus Blast does.
Ah, it's time to run Snore.
This is Snore. we actually ran that on the Subhub video.
Yeah, I've run Snore on God of War before as well. That's Terramir set.
Oh yeah? It's a good set, dude.
It's a good set.
Well,
The flinches from Snore.
Yeah, it actually put in a decent amount of work, from what I remember.
So what do we want to run?
So the last slot we have, I'm gonna give you 3 options here. Okay? We can either run Will-O-Wisp.
I like Will-O-Wisp. I like Taunt, and I really like Calm Mind.
You like best. I mean, anything can work right now because
we can change anything. Yeah. I really don't like setting up with Mega God of War. I feel that there are too many mons with priority that kill her and things like that. So I'm gonna go for Will-O-Wisp. Just because it's nice for sizzle switches and things. The sizzle switches in, you catch them with a Will-O-Wisp, and it's such a strong mon anyway that like I don't feel like it's necessary often. And we can just run it timid, max speed.
Just run. Oh, you could run 16 HP.
Okay.
It's a nice, powerful 16 HP. 8 defense.
8 defense. All right.
And 232 special attack.
Not requiring that maximum. Okay, I see you.
And max speed.
Yeah, max speed, obviously, with timid.
So that little defense, right, allows you, so that Psyshock from Life Orb Latios is not going to 2KO you.
All right, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's like, because Gardevoir is usually would almost sometimes want to switch into Lati.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
That's actually going to help you.
Yeah, that's really good then. And then you kill with Hyper Voice.
Yeah.
Gliscor, I don't like Steel Wing. I think that's absolutely fucking awful.
Alright, so look at this Gliscor here.
It had no item, Hypercutter, Knockoff, Roost, Toxic, and Steel Wing.
And Steel Wing, like what are you trying to kill, Cleffa?
He's got a Scissor on the team. No EVs, because he doesn't need EVs. Like, what's going on here?
Man, I don't need my EVs.
Nah.
It's all good though. Like, we could run definitely change that to Earthquake though.
Yeah.
Earthquake is something
100%.
you definitely need. For this Gliscor set, we could potentially run Swords Dance, a bulky Swords Dance Stallbreaker.
Alright, that works. Ooh.
Yeah, so we could definitely run something like, SD. Keep Knockoff for sure. Knockoff Roost I like.
Knockoff Roost, Earthquake, Swords Dance works.
Swords Dance, Roost, Earthquake, Knockoff. Yep. And give it 244 HP.
Yeah, that's the magic number for Gliscor.
Yeah, 8 defense.
8 defense. Okay.
200 special defense.
Okay.
And 56 speed with a careful nature.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
That's
nice
interesting. That's interesting because obviously you don't need attack EVs because you're Swords Dancing anyway if you're going to be doing damage. But that's interesting. I haven't seen that spread before.
Yeah, this spread basically allows you to even set up on like defensive Heatrans too, because you like Lava Plume does very little to you.
Yeah, and you're toxic already.
Special attacks. Exactly, and you eat up special attacks with this set too, so you can set up SD. Don't even have to worry about physical attacks too often because Gliscor already naturally has a good physical defense, and now your special defense is boosted. So now it's like, all right.
No, it's a good mixed war and it can set up. Yep, that's nice. It's a nice Gliscor. I like it. I like it. I don't like this Hydreigon. I feel like Hydreigon is completely outclassed by so many other mons in OU that there is actually no reason to run it. That's my personal opinion.
Let's see here. Well, okay, looking at what we have so far, alright, we already have a Stealth Rocker and a Defogger in one Pokemon. And a Phaser in one Pokemon.
Yeah, it's nice. That's nice. That Empoleon's nice. He's putting in work.
It's just, it's just a one Pokemon
army.
Train.
Yeah, it's just an army.
Train. Yeah, it's like, it's not an army, it's like more like a one Pokemon supply kit.
Yeah, well, it's the Swiss Army knife of Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's
like
what it is. He's
He's
just chilling being useful, okay?
Well, that's a good saying though. Empoleon is the Swiss Army knife of Pokemon.
Yeah, he's just nice and useful. It's good.
Alright, yeah, we got Gardevoir, of course, which is good for just killing stuff.
It's good for doing damage. It's nice that it can burn things on switch-ins. It's nice.
Good Fairy-type Pokemon beats Mega Sableye and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Gliscor here, a nice stall breaker, which sets up on pretty much everything, and kill stuff.
Yeah.
Once again, beat stall except for, of course, Quagsire.
And I just don't like Hydreigon on this team. I just don't think it fits.
Yeah, I don't think it fits too much, dude. I don't think it.
I don't think it fits at all.
Yeah, we can replace it for. Let's see what we got here. So
I'm
with
waiting.
what we have so far, right? So we got Empoleon. Okay, we got Mega Gardevoir, and we got Gliscor. Any ideas as to what we're weak to?
Mega Metagross kills Gardevoir. An Ice Punch would do hella damage to Gliscor, and it runs Hammer Arm or Earthquake these days from Empoleon.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's
Mega
true.
Metagross is a big problem for us.
Yeah, that's true.
Outspeeds all three of them, kills all three of them. So it's not a fun one to fight.
Exactly. So we have a bunch of options, which is what we can use. Let's think here. So, we can run Gourgeist.
Gourgeist?
Or we can run.
I'm sorry if the shock came out there, but Gourgeist? Hello, what?
I'm just trying to think of Mega Metagross counters here, man.
This team is so terrible.
Yeah. It's weak to too many things, dude. I don't see hope for this to fix this team, dude. But we can actually just replace every single Pokemon.
All right, let's do it. Okay, let's start again. Empoleon.
Okay, replace Empoleon, Suicune.
Suicune.
Like,
All right.
Empoleon's a great Pokemon, just not for this team.
Yeah, not for this team because we're replacing everything.
All right, so guess what, guys? Guess what? We beat Mega Metagross now.
Yeah, because we got a Crocoon basically.
Yeah, we got a nice, powerful Crocoon there. Not even bad.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right,
Yeah.
so that's the Mega Metagross weakness dealt with. So Mega Metagross weak. Let's go, Suicune. Let's go.
Yeah, Suicune beats Mega Metagross.
It beats a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it does. It beats X-Control, Mamoswine, Mega Metagross. It beats Weavile too. Hey, it beats Weavile.
Yeah, that's nice. It's always nice to have a Weavile. Something for a Weavile. Oh yeah, Weavile runs train on our team as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's get rid of Hydreigon next. This Hydreigon's pissing me off.
Okay. We can get rid of that now.
Yep.
So we could, let's see. We could replace it for another Dragon type though.
Yeah, we could. Laddie is fine. Kyurem is actually okay.
It's gonna be.
Well,
Scarf
I feel like Weavile is better than Scarf Kyurem for this team though.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do. I feel like it puts in more work. It covers more threads.
All right, go for it, man. Let's do it.
Let's do a Weavile. I love Weavile. I do love Weavile. Life Orb is fun.
I'm not gonna steal the spotlight from you, man. I want you to
Nah. We'll just put a standard Weavile with knockoff, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash.
Yeah, just a good old Life Orb Weavile, you know.
Icicle Crash. Do we want low kick or pursuit?
I like
on
Pursuit
this team. On this team, you like pursuit? I guess the things you normally use low kick for is basically Heatran.
Yeah.
So as long as we're not Heatran weak, we're fine. Gardevoir can Focus Blast it, and Gliscor can beat it. So yeah, like Gliscor beats Heatran actually. Like so, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. Scizor. Let's talk about the Scizor set really quickly. The guy put a Scizor with Bullet Punch, X-Scissor, Night Slash, and Swords Dance. So I'm assuming he wanted Swarm, because obviously if you wanted Technician, you wouldn't want X-Scissor, you'd want Bug Bite in that spot. I don't know what Night Slash is doing there. Honestly, I have absolutely no clue what Night Slash is doing there. And if somebody could tell me, that would be great. If you can comment down below and tell me what Night Slash does on a Scizor, I would feel educated. I'd feel blessed and educated. By,
Alright, let me tell you exactly what Night Slash does on Scizor, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So Night Slash, right?
Yeah.
He kills Ghastly.
Yeah, Ghastly is a threat in Little Cup. So what are we replacing Scizor with is the question. Maybe.
So let's see here. With our 4 Pokemon that we
I like the way you
right?
say I'm not going to steal the spotlight from you. You build my teams. I don't know what you're talking about. I never had to learn to build teams because I would just PM you and I'm like, hey, MV, you want to pass me a team for my stream tonight? Yeah, here, have this amazing.
Hey man, I was glad to help.
Yeah,
what we could do is we're kind of weak to a lot of certain types of water types.
Yeah.
Because Suicune only deals with like a lot of physical attackers, but say, like
Keldeo's a problem.
Yeah, Keldeo's a problem.
I mean,
Well,
Gardevoir
Suicune's,
can
yeah,
beat it.
Keldeo's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Gyarados is kind of a problem too for
Yeah.
the team. So I guess a nice grass type would go pretty well here.
But
do
which
you think?
grass type? Yeah, I agree. And Ferrothorn is always my go-to grass type because I'm a scrub. But
How do you feel about Assault Vest Superior?
Assault Vest Superior. That's interesting. It doesn't have a bad special defense stat.
No, it doesn't.
Give it that nice contrary. Assault
It looks
Vest.
pretty. It looks pretty decent for this team, actually.
That's not bad at all, actually. I like it. I actually really like. I've never even thought of running an Assault Vest on Superior. Obviously, Leaf Storm. Which hidden power are we gonna run?
So, fire.
Pretty standard. I sometimes run rock or ground, but like hidden power fireworks.
I like fire. Yeah.
Dragon Pulse, obviously. And then we've just got that impossible choice of what's the last move.
Giga Drain, for sure.
Giga Drain?
Yeah.
Oh, just
You
do
can't
a
run
couple
anything else because you have a Assault Vest.
Yeah, fast special sweeper. There we go. That's perfect.
Nice.
It's perfect.
I
We
like
just
it.
need 1/1/1. I actually like that. I actually really like that.
Do you?
Yeah, it gives us offensive presence. It's got decent special defense. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. That's fun.
Not even bad. All right, let's think here. So,
It beats Azu. It's nice.
yeah, I don't think you can switch to a player off too easily, but I mean,
No.
Suicune's there for that.
Yeah.
Not even bad. All right, guys. Our last Pokemon that we're gonna have for this team.
It's not going to be this
we're-
Cresselia with Calm Mind, Psychic Ice Beam, and Future Sight. Why Psychic and Future Sight on a Cresselia with Calm Mind?
Oh man. We're still weak to stuff like Mega Pinsir, Zardwai,
Yeah.
Infernape, sort of. Not really Infernape. Nah. Electric types we're kind of weak to, actually, like Raikou, which is like ones that have HP Ice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're not having fun with electric types. That's true.
Let me think here. I guess we can beat those specific electric types. Hey, I got a genius idea. I got a genius idea.
What's going on?
Oh man. You ready? You ready
All right,
for this?
yeah, I'm ready.
Let's say we swap that Suicune for a Gastrodon.
What?
Gastrodon.
What? Oh, wait, yes! Hell yeah! I like it. With leftovers,
Yeah,
Storm Drain, hey.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
This is how we build
Kind
teams.
of
Like,
like,
you can't
I kind of like Rocky Helmet Gastrodon.
do you now.
Yeah. I've always really liked Rocky Helmet Gastrodon.
Do you now.
Alright. Okay, I
Alright.
get it. No, that's fine. Earth Power, Schooled Earth Power.
Yep. It's not Earthquake, dude. Earthquake.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Scald Earthquake, Toxic, Recover.
Toxic and Earth Power? Hello?
Oh, recover.
You said, I thought you said Earth Power. I was like, what are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
no, I said
It means
recover.
recovery.
I didn't say-
Alright.
I didn't
And then
say-
physically defensive, just
Yeah,
max.
physically defensive, max HP, max defense,
Yeah.
force def, and relax nature.
Why is it going
Nice.
4 in tech?
I like that a lot, actually.
4 and 1 negative speed. That's a lot nicer, and that shores up a lot of weaknesses. That's nice. I like it. I do
like
like
that
it.
a lot.
And then we can get rid of Cresselia for something more fun.
Alright, well, we're also kind of weak to Bisharp, sort of.
Alright, so we'll just throw Landorus on there, that's fine.
Oh, Landorus can't switch into Bisharp.
I know, I was joking. It was
Oh,
a joke.
my bad,
Help.
my bad.
Help. You took me seriously. He actually thinks I'm that bad. He actually thinks I'm that bad at team building. I'm offended. I'm hurt. I want to die.
Alright, so we'll probably have like a nice,
We could switch Weavile to low kick for Bishop, but
you know what we can do, right? We could add a Cobalion, maybe.
you're crazy. You're a crazy person. Cobalion?
Hey, maybe. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I mean, I would like a fighting type, but why Cobalion over Terrakion, for example?
Yeah, let's do Terrakion, dude. Terrakion's great.
Yeah, I prefer Terrakion on this team.
I like Terrakion.
Do we want to run Sash? Do we want to run Band? Scarf?
Nah, I like Scarf, dude.
Yeah, Scarf Terrakion is so standard, man.
Yeah, I like Scarf.
Okay, and then just standard close combat. Iron Head. Do you want Iron Head? Yeah, we want Iron Head. I saw someone tried to convince me that Poison Jab was better than Iron Head on Terrakion. It's insanity.
I mean, it hits fairy
Stone
types, but I like Iron Head better because it hits Mega Diancie harder than
Yeah,
it hits Mega Diancie. And, like you can just click Iron Head on Mega Diancie.
and it kills.
Yep,
What's
Poison
our
Jab
last
is.
move?
What do you have? You have
Close combat Iron Head, Stone Edge.
Stone Edge and
Earthquake is fine.
yeah.
What else could it be? Zen Headbutt hit those other fighting types. No, Earthquake's better. I like Earthquake. And then just Physical Scarf. There we go.
Actually, wait. You have Close Combat, Stone Edge, Iron Head.
Yeah.
And I actually have a Scarf set. Let me check what I got here on this one. I have a team with Scarf Track, and it's solid. You know what I had on that team though? I had a baby Greninja. I had Frogadier.
Oh, you had Frogadier. Yeah, I remember you were talking about it.
Yeah.
Run
X's.
Yeah, Olco's X's. Yeah, X's works.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, well there it is. We got our second team, guys. That was a Nightmare team, and as you can see, we changed almost nothing except 5 of the 6 mons got changed. But this team is much better. So there you go. Excellent team. Thank you very much for the team suggestion there, Gilbert Torres. We've improved your team for you. It's a much better team now, so I hope you enjoy it. It's in the description down below. Go and check out Envy's channel for some more competitive Pokemon, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.